Alright gang, here's another Tootsie Toy video. These some of these cars and trucks you may have seen in previous videos or in the same version in a previous video. These are all separate ones. I've been finding, after searching for all my Tootsies, I've been finding them slowly. And what I did was I was sticking them in empty cigar boxes. And I'd wrap them up and stick them in there to keep them safe and all that. And I forgot I put them in these cigar boxes, so I'm starting to turn them up in one of my storage buildings. And I take and go pick up these plain old boxes. I think it's like $3 or something, maybe a little more. And I'm just putting the vehicles in these plain old boxes for safer protection. But anyway, I'm gonna try to make this as a good video as I can, and we'll just start with this one. I never had this as a kid. I don't even know what it's called. It's like a yard dump truck or something. Yeah. It's a pretty neat little truck. But the interesting thing is, I don't remember where I picked it up at, but here's the interesting thing. That wasn't the interesting thing. It had a wheel replacement. One of these wheels was not right, but it's cool nonetheless. All right, so now not one but two cement trucks. The drums, they spin, they're not the best, but again, you're buying a Tootsie Toy product, and back in the 60s and 70s, and it's all metal. They were fairly inexpensive for the time, and you're not going to get the pristine movements as you would with a high dollar diecast. But these are fantastic. Man, I sound like I was just bashing my childhood, and I'm not, because I love these trucks and cars. This one is mine from my childhood, the Tootsie Tanker, and of course it does come off. All the trailers are detachable, and they have these little ears slide down into the truck, and it's on there. Oh, Ford cab. I'm gonna leave this out for a second, because here is another truck. It's a van. They didn't have doors on them in the back. They came that way. And this one is modeled after a GM. Ford GM. Better. Whatever. And there's another truck with a green cab. Now, I did have one of these as a kid, but when I was buying the Tootsies, I've mentioned in past videos, I always went after the jam packs, because you got 7 or 8 cars for under $1, to where these would cost you about the same amount of money. I went for volume. I never had this one, but I couldn't pass it up, and I didn't realize it was a Tootsie for the longest time. Once I had some Michigan crane, get it in a little bit closer. It spins around, plastic crane, plastic boom, whatever, housing, boom, but everything else is metal. And it's pretty cool. And it's in really good shape. I'm only going to show one of these, but I have 3, all 3 missing logs. I did buy a piece of balsa to cut, but I can't find my little saw with a little box to where I make even cuts. I have no idea where I stuck it, but another Ford cab. I say it all the time. Did that go out of focus? Looks like it did. I prefer the playware over the non-playware. That's just me. Alright, I've got a few of these, and I think there's a video with the same color cab over Jeep, which were cool, which I prefer the Con Fords. But I bought this together, and Lord knows I can't remember where I bought these at. But there you go. Now, after I got it, I go do some checking to make sure that this is a set, and yes, it was. This is how it was sold. It came in a box. some of these, like the jam packs, which I did a video on previously. Good Lord, need some more coffee. They was on a flat card with bubbles over the top of them holding the cars down. The trucks, some of them came in boxes and some of them came on a flat card with a bubble holding. You know, I'm going to show you these, but I have no clue. I think these are old versions of Tootsies. I could be wrong. I have no idea what these are. But I don't think they're original old ones, because I remember, I forget how long ago it was, but these were being sold and they came with little bitty boxes or something like that. Alright, so these, the Jalopy, Jeep, Jaguar, one of my favorites, Mercedes. Alright, so that's kind of far away. Yeah, you can see these are painted by magic marker. I did that a long time ago. They were just sitting around. It's hard for me not to pick up stuff, and they were cheap, but the paint was pretty much gone. So I buy them, bring them home, clean them up, and put a magic marker to them. I tried to go back with the original colors, like green. It was lime green. This was blue originally, but that's about the best blue I had. This didn't have any color on it, so I just figured it looked good black. And the Jeep was red, and believe it or not, that's supposed to be an orange color marker, but with nothing up under like primer or anything, it washed it out pretty good. And now this purple Volkswagen is supposed to be blue. The same scenario. And this is what I want to show you. See the casting, how it's got a notch in it. Sometimes you'll see flashing in the windows or even up under the edge of the car. And by the way, this one was blue originally, and it was repainted blue. And this is actual blue, not purple. It's just, like I said, it's all over the bare metal. But anyway, there's another bug casting. See how the windshields, this one is better shape than this one. That's a Tootsie. Gives it character. And a cheetah. Now these three also I cleaned up with a magic marker. I shouldn't say cleaned up, that's being way polite. I just colored them. It was a previous Tootsietoys video where I noticed that on the cheetahs that they have two different versions because they have two different numbers on the nose. And I can't remember what the other number was on that video. Alright, we're going to take a pause for a second, so hang on. And let me flip these boxes around and we'll open up the second one. Alright. I think I may have already had these in a video because these wasn't in one of the boxes. I'm pretty sure I did, but I did. The cattle and the horse van. The horse van is right here, so we're not going to look at those again. Alright, what do we got here? Oh yeah, I had to check in on this. Now when I saw this, and I remember seeing it, and I want to say it was at one of these weekend only antique shows like you would see at your mall or somewhere. This was all together. I don't remember what I paid for it. I've had it forever. I think I've got another one. I can't remember if it's in a video or not. At least another boat with a different car. Anyway, this originally came in a box like this, and I don't know if you could have got the boat separately or the Toronado shut separately, but there you go. Pretty cool set. Oh yeah. Oh, see, and there's the flashing. I mentioned one of the bugs. There's some flashing. I always loved that car. You know, 101 Dalmatians, Cruella de Vil looking car. Here's some more of these. Not one. These are the Ford Racers. Not two, but three. I got to get a better case and just combine all these cars together. Alright, here's another Toronado. And the reason I don't ever recall getting these out of a jam pack, and it's got a hook. And my theory is, even though cars came in the jam packs with hooks, like the little dune buggies and all, my theory is that if this car probably came with a trailer of some sort. Another Jeep. What we got here? Oh, Porsche. Not a Porsche fan, but I always really liked this Porsche. An odd one. And this is another one I really like, but two MGs. Alright, here's a mainstay out of the jam packs. The tanker. People call them fire trucks when they was red, gas trucks, or dairy trucks. Here's another great one, the Scout. Got a few of these still. And then last but not least, we got another, get on there, that didn't want to go on, another truck and trailer. Alright, so let's get back to the middle here. There's two of these. This one, oops, with a painted cab, mind you. That cab is brown and they didn't come brown. Might help if I got my hands out of there, tell me. And then I got this one with the older cab. Maybe an auto car, I'm not sure. Oh, how about if I put it here so you can see it? I gotta remember to look through the camera, not over the camera. So I have two of those. I think those are pretty cool. Never had that set as a kid. Just didn't appeal to me. Never had this set either. This is Tootsietoys, and it came with two cars. Some I've seen a car and a Jeep, and actually you can get these in here. There it goes. So I need to get me a couple more of these little sports cars. I don't know if it came with a car and a Jeep or just two cars or two Jeeps or what. I've seen them in various setups. Four cab. That's pretty cool. So gang, that's it for these Tootsies. I'm going to knock it off here and eventually get it loaded. Thanks for viewing. Have a great one.